Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler may not happen, but I asked fighters anyways their prediction for the fight in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
Man, everyone hopes the old Conor McGregor comes back, but I think Michael Chandler, he's still young, durable. I can see Michael Chandler taking him down, zapping his energy, and then taking him out.
Ooh, let's see how good will be the condition, the performance of the Conor McGregor. I believe in Conor, in McGregor's his style, his mindset, and if he will be in full power, that will be like McGregor's game.
Okay.
And but still, Michael Chandler know how to survive the hard moments, and especially he knows how to work harder every round, and that's something what Conor have to be prepared for.
I'm gonna go with man, it's hard to say because it matters how hard you work in camp. Like, you don't get to just like mess around in camp and go out partying and do all that and then show up to the fight and think that you're going to do awesome. At the same time, though, I think Conor's a lot smarter than that, and I think that he's really good at creating buzz around himself, and because he's not talking a bunch of trash right now, I think that him putting out like videos the way that he put out, I think is just his way of kind of selling the fight and getting people to talk about him, which is really smart. But I think if Conor shows up like Conor, I think that Conor will win that fight.
Do you think that Conor shows up?
Yeah, I do.
Mike is my guy too. I love Mike. Yeah, that's a tough one. Mike has I think Mike, as far as athleticism and explosive strength, I think that goes to Mike. But Conor, I think Conor might be quicker, more precise, and a little bit better footwork.
Chandler.
You know, I've been watching a lot of I've been looking a lot into it, and I definitely think Chandler is going to be the more hungrier, more in shape, more. I see Chandler win this fight. You know, I've been watching even videos of McGregor shadowboxing nowadays compared to when he was, you know, in his prime, and it definitely doesn't look like the same kind of guy, you know. So I'm gonna go with Michael Chandler on this one.
Does it even happen? Chandler.
I think Conor has the perfect. I mean, Chandler is the perfect style for Conor. You know, too much brawler, a little bit wild, coming forward. You know, and Conor is too much of a counter puncher and a sniper. For Chandler. Also, it depends if Chandler really try to wrestle him, then maybe it's gonna be different. But if he try to brawl and goes with his kickboxing, you know, maybe it's gonna be tough for him. I think McGregor is gonna win.
Yeah, who knows what you're gonna get? Both of these guys, I don't know when the last time they even fought. It's been a while, right? You know, Chandler. Here's the thing with Chandler. He's a showman now. He's you know, had he taken down Justin Gaethje properly and not try to slam him on his head and him ricochet back up, he wins that fight. You know, instead he's making a show and trying to flare him up and drop him on his head, which you gotta love. I mean, it's fan friendly. People love watching Michael Chandler for a reason, but it's more important to win the fights rather than, you know, slam a guy on his head and bounces up and then loses. So it just kind of depends on which Chandler's showing up. You know, I think Chandler has the ability, skill for skill, all around to beat to beat Conor if he fights smart. But you know, I just seen Mike make some questionable decisions in some of his fight IQ situations that, you know, kind of makes me want to lean towards Conor.
Hell, I don't know, man. So many variables in that one, right? McGregor hasn't been as active, and I think Chandler is way more hungry. But I think McGregor's mindset will not allow him to come into this fight leaving any stone unturned. So I don't know. I can't really pick anybody in this fight. They're both really good athletes. McGregor definitely has the advantage in the stand-up, and man, he can knock a guy out. You know, he's pretty accurate. So, and Mike, he sort of loads up on some of his shots. I would give the edge to. As far as striking, I mean, it'll be hard to grapple him too. He's not easy. I mean, it's not like Chandler is a Khabib out there, right? So I would give the edge to McGregor for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Chandler on that, and only because we don't know what we're getting with Conor. That's what. If Conor comes back the way that he was fighting when he fought Aldo, I think it's actually a really great fight for Conor, and I think he should probably win. But I don't believe, in my mind, from what I've seen, I don't believe Conor's head is going to be in that space, and Chandler's the wrong guy to fight if your head's not in that prime space.
Yeah, I love Conor McGregor. He's the guy that made this sport massive in the UK, Ireland, Europe, and even in America. It became a household name because of him. Do I like him at 170? I don't know. I like him in the lighter weight class. I like to see him move. I like to see him use that range that he's got there. With regards to Chandler, his chin is a bit suspect. And although his wrestling prowess is like up there, and I think the stats are that he wins every first round. So for Chandler, he's going to be looking to get it done in the first round. Whereas I do believe McGregor's going to have that advantage of power over him. And I think if he touches him, there's a good chance he's going to knock him out. So it's tough. I do think McGregor will get it done. And I think there's a lot of people out there who think the other way. That's why we're excited to see McGregor back, because it's this sort of thing of, has McGregor still got it? Has he lost it? Is he a movie star? Is he too busy living this high life? Or are we going to see old school McGregor?
I think Conor gasses out and loses, because of that, or I think he comes out and puts that hand of God on freaking Michael Chandler and puts him to sleep early. Those are the two options. Like I'm not sure which one's going to happen.
Which one do you think's more likely, though?
That's tough, though. Let's go with Conor touching him with that left hand. I think Michael's gonna put himself in. Michael Chandler's not going to shy away from a fight. If we've watched anything with his UFC stint, he's there to bang. He's there to put on shows. And with somebody like Conor, that's danger zone right there.
Ooh. At 170, man, that's a fun, explosive fight no matter what. I don't know. I mean, I got to go with Chandler just because he's the more seasoned guy as of late, but I think that's a really fun fight. Plus, it'd be cool to see Conor win and Chandler get paid. I mean, for me, that's just a win-win for me, no matter, as a fan.
I got Chandler. He's just more active, Conor's a stud, obviously, but just being active and then coming off a major injury like that. Yeah, I know he's been sparring and stuff, but sparring, like you got Shingo already got this stuff. Your partners aren't trying to. I mean, I shouldn't say your partners because they kind of spar kind of crazy, but that it's different. Sparring with gear and having no gear on is a lot different. I don't know how he's gonna be with that leg. It's a lot of questions to be answered with that, but I think Chandler got it.
I got to go Michael Chandler. I just got to see Conor back in there to see what it looks like. He's been out of the game for a little bit. I got to go Michael Chandler.
Conor's very skilled, obviously, but Chandler's very skilled as well. He has, I think, the grappling edge, and but his willingness to just kind of get in a brawl, I think, could be dangerous for an opponent like McGregor, who's kind of a sniper and is very capable of knocking you out. I'm gonna be partial probably for this one, but I'm picking Chandler for that one.
Sadly, I'm gonna pick Conor. I just feel like he's gonna be closer to form than he was in his last fight with Poirier, and I don't know, man. Michael Chandler just has a thing where he loses to all the top guys, the guys that are like these top guys he's coming in supposed to beat. So I don't know. If you look at his wins in the UFC so far, he hasn't beat anyone that's better than Conor so far. So I just think, and also based off of believing that Conor's taking this seriously, I think Conor TKOs him or KOs him.
Michael Chandler. I still doubt McGregor's training at all. I don't know if he's if he's still drinking, whatever he's taking, if he's actually going to the gym. And Chandler's been working this whole time, so I see Chandler handling this fight quite easily, actually.
I got Conor McGregor.
Yeah, man, that's I feel like Conor's gonna win that if he's like half-ass old Conor, because Chandler's just crazy. Like he does some dumb stuff. He gets excited a little too much. I think that's why he always gets those. He gets finished big time. But I think McGregor wins that. He's looking good. But I haven't, we haven't seen McGregor in however long. It's been a long time. So I think McGregor though.
Probably Chandler. You know what I mean? McGregor hasn't fought in a long time. He's been partying, doing coke, doing all types of stuff. So
Chandler.
Conor McGregor. Let's go Conor on this one. Conor McGregor. He's coming back with vengeance.
Oh man, dude, how long have we been waiting for this? I feel like Chandler has everything to beat McGregor. I just feel like Chandler just fights on a shield a little too much. I feel like the first round would be very tough for McGregor if it happens stylistically wise. And I foresee that Chandler gets a little more desperate, a little more crazy in the second round. And if Conor is the same old Conor or anything remotely close to the same old Conor, I feel like he can time something and clip him.
Ooh, I mean, for the sport, I hope McGregor wins. We'll see.
But who do you give the edge to? I think the odds are almost even right now. Who would you give the edge to?
I think, yeah. Honestly, I'd give it to McGregor. I think that Chandler is a very exciting fighter, but he just doesn't fight intelligent sometimes, and he gets very emotional. So I would give it to Conor.
Well, I can never go against Conor, man. Come on.
Я думал, выиграет Конор, если он все-таки, надеюсь.
Yeah, I think Conor gonna win. I hope those videos from the nightclubs are old ones, not the current ones. And right now he's working hard, getting ready for the fight. And I think he's gonna win, It doesn't matter what you think about Conor, what he's done for our sport to make it popular, you cannot disrespect that.
McGregor, I think, I'm going with my guy McGregor. That dude's inspired me so much, and I want him to get back in there and get his hand raised one more again for really bad.
I think Conor McGregor is gonna KO Chandler.
I think Conor's gonna take it. I think Chandler could fight and beat him, but I just feel like he lets the crowd play into things and he loses fights because of it.